arrested by this young black man the other day because he wanted me to understand the brainwashing mechanisms of Christianity, which I perfectly understand, but there's also a symbolic and an esoteric meaning behind the Bible and Christianity and verses that if you remain open enough, the universe will reveal this part to you. And for me, when I left organized religion, closed myself off completely to any of it because of the corruptness and the brainwashing and the indoctrination, it took me many years to open myself up to allowing the universe to use different methodologies to teach me and to understand that just because, people, there's always going to be distortions in the truth. That's just it being filtered through the distortions of people. People have an ego, they have a soul. 9 times out of 10, they're functioning through their ego the most and their soul the least. So the truth gets distorted due to that process and that pattern. As a person moves more into soul-centered thinking, their distortions decrease and their ability to see distortions increases. So yes, there are distortions in all truths, which is why it's so important to decipher the truth for yourself and to really use your heart to toil over and discern what you're hearing and what you're reading and what you're receiving as truth. One thing that I've realized about the universe is the universe will, you say, hey, I want to hear the truth. You're going to hear the truth. The parts of the truth that are specific to what you need to hear and what you need to move on in your journey and the lesson for you, you will feel that. You will feel that. It will hit you. Ooh, that's what I needed to hear. That's when people say to themselves, this is exactly what I needed to hear. The part about what doesn't fit for you, you don't have to judge that part. It's not right for you. That's where the judgment can end. Everything else is like unnecessary. The outward journey is a necessary journey only because it leads you to the inward journey, which is the true journey. But the outward journey is still necessary, but then it's not necessary because the inward journey is the true journey. You see the paradox? Labels are necessary because they differentiate things and help you categorize things, but labels also separate. When it gets to the bottom of truths, I find these paradoxes. Different people are completely unique, like snowflakes, because we all have different journeys and different gifts and different insights, but yet and still we're all the same because we're taking this journey as part of the mind of God, the congregation of God, if you will, the breaking apart and the splitting apart and the distortions of the purity of the I am that I am, if you will. So in that we are all the same, but we're all different. Once I broke down these paradoxes, it gets like, okay, so which direction do I go? What do I believe? Do I follow this person over here that's saying this, or do I follow this person over here that's saying this? Because in these spiritual communities, and as more and more people are waking up, more and more people are contributing their ideas of truth to this spiritual gumbo melting pot of interaction, and it's easy to get confused, especially at the beginning, of which one is right and which one is wrong. What this person over here is saying, I can't do this. This person over here is saying, I can. When a collective of people all agrees to a certain parameter of rules, and then they set these guidelines, and then they say, we're all going to adhere to this guideline, then yeah, that becomes a whole religion. And it's so crazy because it's like the very people who left religion, you know, to me it's just natural. People want to be accepted by each other, and we want to feel like we're not alone. We want to feel like we have a tribe, and we want to feel like you know, we find our people. We find the people that think like us. So when all the people, they get together and they think the same and they say this is a rule, okay, so one of the ascension rules was not you can't eat meat, you can't drink alcohol, you can't, it was like a bunch of can'ts. When I saw the can'ts, in order to ascend to 5D, you can't, I was like, I'm turning this shit off. Like, I be turning the channel on that shit. Because it's like, who are you to tell somebody else what that process is supposed to look like for them? Just say, I'm not. This is what worked for me. I'm not. And who am I to tell somebody who they are? See the paradox? At the end of the day, it's a paradox. I can't tell somebody else what to do. I can only tell somebody what worked for me. I can't tell somebody do X, Y, and Z. I can only say, for me, X, Y, and Z worked. And it's so crazy because I naturally was following those patterns of getting away from meat, you know, or not drinking alcohol, because my body was speaking to me. My body was telling me don't do X, Y, and Z, and I started having to listen to my body. But when somebody was saying you can't, I was just like, who the fuck do you think you are that you're telling me? You don't know me, you don't know what I go through, you don't know what I've been through. Who are you to tell me what's best for me? Or I'm going to get left behind if I'm not doing this. And for a hot sec, freaked out. And Spirit said, turn off. Turn it all off. And I took a break from everything because Spirit literally, loudly, clearly in my ear said, turn it off. And the lesson that I learned from that was, you have to listen to the inward. You have to listen to the inward voice and the inward, what that tells you, or what looks right for you. And I started seeing all of this contradicting information. Somebody would say, you can't do this, you can't do that, you have to be vegan. I see why you don't want to eat the animals. I agree with you. But to attack somebody that's not where you are, is we all in this together. Y'all, we supposed to be helping each other get through this, not attacking each other. You know, I was trying to tell the boy that I ran across the other day. We were talking about veganism, and I was like, oh, yeah, you cool. And he was telling me that's when he got mad at me because I don't denounce the indoctrination of Christianity. And the reason I don't denounce it is some people need that. Like, that's where they are in their spiritual journey. And I'm thankful that it's there for them. I'm thankful that there's a Jesus that's there for them, that they can look to, that they can feel comfort in, that they can, you know, feel like Jesus got my back, and you know, I'm down here fucking up, but it's okay because Jesus see me and Jesus advocates to me in the kingdom so I can still have some type of salvation. I'm not mad at them for that. You know, that's where they are in their spiritual journey. And guess what? They might have another lifetime where they weren't that, and that's where they are. Or they might do like I did in this lifetime, where the evolution of my spiritual journey took me out of the need to label myself as a Christian. But shit, I'll go to church, I'll listen to gospel music, my thing is this: I choose not to pick and choose what I adhere to and what I go against. So I would rather not put that label on me, because I feel like once I put the label of Christianity on me, then it's my job as a good Christian to adhere to all the rules that go along with being a Christian, all the beliefs and stuff. So if I disagree with something, it would be hypocritical for me to say that I'm a Christian. That's why I'm not a Christian. Not that I disagree with, the essence of what's going on. You might get into the specifics and it's fucked up, because that's, like I said, about distortion, about people, it being filtered through the distortion of people. So of course it's gonna be fucked up. This man attacked me. When he asked me, what do I identify as, I said, I identify as all-encompassing, which means that exactly what it means. I'm all-encompassing. Just like the I am that I am is all-encompassing to everything that's known and unknown, I am too. I am all-encompassing to everything that's known and unknown, because it's all part of the I am that I am, including myself. So I cannot label myself as any other thing. I don't think he knew what I meant, and instead of him asking for clarification, I think he thought that was a nice way of me saying I'm a Christian. So he kept attacking me. Oh, but you saying you're a Christian? I'm like, sir. I said, sir, I understand that you want to teach people the visions that Spirit gave you. I understand that it's a passion, because it's a passion of mine as well to share. However, you have to listen to people, sir. You can't just like, he was going in on my ass, and I guess he was trying to make me feel guilty, but I was like, sir, you have to listen to people. And he was like, yeah, but I know you're a Christian because I saw a cross in one of your pictures. So now we're just lying to get a point across. And I'm just like, okay, I can't engage with this person anymore, because it's like, if we can't have an honest conversation, then I can't have an honest conversation. So yeah, when the spiritual people tell me, oh, you can't talk to people that's on a different vibration than you, there sometimes does have to be a point where I have to cut myself off, because there's no point to continue further. And he told me about this whole vision, and the crazy part was everything that had been revealed to him in the vision, I've eventually learned over the past 25 years. So I told him, it's not nothing that I don't know, and he got mad about that when I told him I already knew. But I think that when that happens, it's like when you get that revelation and you're so excited and you want to go tell somebody else what you know. It's no different than Christians wanting to preach the gospel, wanting to spread the good news about Jesus Christ, wanting. And so my thing is, how can you fault Christians when you doing the same thing they do? You want to spread your belief. You want people to believe what you believe. Therefore, you're because I don't press, baby. I don't press like that. If you on my channel and you watch my live, and you follow me on social media, that is not me pressing on you. This is me sharing my shit on my shit. If you don't want to hear my shit, then please unfollow me and go somewhere else. I don't go in your DMs and say, can I tell you this? Can I do this? The way he did it, he said, can I share something with you? And I said, sure. And then he shared it with me, this whole vision. And I was like, oh, that's dope. But then he wanted me to follow the vision. And it's like, no, that's not how it works. If you're sharing and you're adding to the melting pot of all of us, of all of our unique existences that create life, that create what you see around you, which is a beautiful thing. I do that. I add to that. But I can't force somebody to agree with me. All I can do is be honest about what I've been through, what I've experienced, the revelations I've received, the conclusions I've drawn. And I ain't even really drawing no conclusions, because right now I'm in a state of unlearning the things that I've learned before, and understanding and breaking down the paradoxes that lie in the bottom of them. I'm gonna give you one more paradox and I'm gonna get out of here. Affirmations, right? Who are affirmations for? Are affirmations for yourself, or are affirmations for the universe? Are you declaring to the universe how you want to be, because the universe can see that in your vibration? Are you declaring to the universe what you need, because the universe can see that by, just your desires and your thoughts? The affirmations are for you. It's for you to align with your own vibrational high frequencies. It's for you to adjust your thinking into a state of lack, from a state of lack to a state of abundance, into I need help to I'm already helped, into I want to be better, I want to change, into it's already changed. The affirmations align you with what you cannot see. It's no different than faith. So, in an instance, there's nothing new under the sun. When Christians pray and they pray that in Jesus' name and they ask for something and then they believe that they receive it, they're essentially doing the same thing as an affirmation. So, when it's so funny because when people leave one belief and then they develop another and then they don't see the similarities in the belief, it's still a form of cognitive dissonance. You're really not seeing that it really don't make a difference. You can believe either one. You can believe in prayer. You can believe in affirmation. You can believe in yourself. You can believe in God. You believe that you're God. It really don't make a difference. It's all encompassing. It's all the same thing. But the journey's fun. I research because I like to see what other people know and different perspectives. It's like, I don't know. It's a puzzle that will never get solved. So unless you like puzzles, hey, whatever.